Welcome to another episode of the Bright Bulb podcast. Today, we want to have a discussion on a video that has been making its rounds on social media, and it's regarding a licensed firearm holder pulling his weapon on a quote-unquote mad woman or homeless woman in New Kingston, right? And thus far, the man in the video has had to surrender his firearm to the FLA. Investigations are being done, and people have varying opinions on social media regarding the matter. And we just wanted to add our 2 cents to the mix as well. And if anybody wants to jump in and share some thoughts.
We can touch on a part of it. Alright, so the first thing first, to be honest, that woman in New Kingston is a very dangerous woman, right? Me personally can say that because I've witnessed her in action. One day I was at the intersection of Mullines Road, right? And this guy was driving a red Lexus drop top, and this woman, I was like literally behind him, and the woman walked up to the vehicle and she was like, big $100, big $100, big $100. You see me? Just like that. She just did one like non-stop. So the guy, because as I said, the vehicle topped off. You see me? So at this point, it's like he reached and he might give her, he like take out the wallet because could I see wallet and thing. And the woman grabbed the man wallet and take off. And the brother could do nothing at all about it because in a traffic vehicle in front of him, vehicle behind him, you get me? So he literally can't move, you get me? And for the whole time I was there like, what literally just take place a while ago? You get me? So I know it's a dangerous woman. And next time again, I was downtown and in a traffic again, and this woman walk up to my car this time.
Is it the same woman?
Same woman.
This woman traveling?
Yeah man, she traveling man.
She touring man.
And she come up to my car and but the moment I see her, I went out the window then because the red light catch you, isn't it? And she come out the window and the woman like literally have her mouth on the glass. Big $100, big $100, big $100. At this point I lock my car door because I don't know if next she go on like get me? I then pull my car door. And Ashley was like, yo, like move from the glass. And best believe the woman take a few steps away from the car, and we can say this, but she did something like that was very outrageous, brother. You get me? It wasn't a pretty sight. But anyways, so this woman, I know say she's not somebody who's supposed to be on the road. So with the whole incident with the man now that police firearm on her, I don't think the man was in the wrong at all. You get me? What's the reason? What's the purpose of having a firearm if you cannot defend yourself in the first place? You get me? This is an insane person and it is known for mad people kill innocent people and not come outside.
I think recently in the news there was a report that a mentally unstable man actually beheaded another man.
Yeah, exactly. A man that got work. Now see him. I think a two incidents because one happened over in the Red Hills. One happened in the Red Hills as well. You get me? You get me? So I think the FLA shouldn't have suspending firearm license, or they just take it.
They take it. Yeah, they both.
I don't think them should have go like that far. I think they probably should assess the whole situation first before them go ahead and do that.
But I think FLA did what we expect FLA to do. FLA don't even give out guns in the first place. So
if you are them,
FLA give out guns in hopes that them can take it back.
Right. So and if you watch the video keenly, it's like you can see that the man like take every single step in terms of like if they based on his pattern, like it seems like he do everything that the handbook before him actually react.
Yeah, funny enough, Serpi did a video about it, and Serpi actually shared some information that's not known to the general public. In Serpi's video, he stated that Basically, someone in his PIA knows the man, right? And basically, the moment he drew his firearm was because the lady said she gonna throw acid at him. So he was backing away. Then she made mention to acid, and that's when he pulled the firearm out of nowhere. So that's where you get that knee-jerk reaction.
Exactly. So in like.
So that's where you get that knee-jerk reaction, right? So now looking back at the video, now if you rewatch the video, you can actually see she had a paper bag in her hand, which wasn't seen initially. But upon hearing this information, you can look at the video now with more of a critical eye, and you can see it. So, and then it kind of explains why we went from just backing up to just firearm being pulled out of nowhere. Right. So, and another interesting point was also made is regards to the man that recorded the video. Not only recorded the man's video, but also read out his license plate number. Granted, I don't really know how I feel about the recording part, but I will say this. It would be great, and it's a good point that was made as well. It would be great if these people keep the same energy for recording when criminals in the streets doing things. They never yet have that type of energy. Nobody never yet capture criminal and do nothing, but them can always capture these videos, and then this pride of justice and watch out foolishness, and all of a sudden now they more helps solve small crimes.
But you know the funny thing, looking at it, I think that the same person who was recording the video, I don't think it was recording the video for like recording purposes. I think he was recording that video in hopes of that woman do something crazy so that he have a viral video. But it ended up take a turn.
Him still get something viral.
You understand?
He still get something viral at the end of it, because in the video his reaction was watch that idiot there. Referring to the man being an idiot for pulling out his firearm for not knowing the context of what taking place, and you have this woman advancing upon you. Bear in mind, if you were in certain developed countries, you can't just advance on somebody like that and not expect. In Texas, you have something called stand your ground, where if you're advancing on someone and you're perceived to be a threat, they have the right to shoot you. It would appear that the people that exist in Jamaica seem to believe that people should be able to can advance on you in a threatening manner and you do nothing.
Nothing at all.
And if you ask them what is the alternative, they cannot provide an alternative, and it just shows that it's like the nation lacks critical thinkers. Everybody's just working off emotions, and some people are just straight up irrational. Because in something like that, it's a straight up, whether or not she wants to be of unsound mind or not, she is advancing within your space and you're backing away. You get what I'm saying? And she's up in your personal space. Now, an argument can be made if pulling his firearm in that manner was really called for, because you cannot run around, or you can find a place for other things that can be done, right? But we have to stop make it seem as though that you kind of have this notion where people want to always tell you what you could have done in hindsight when your life is in perceived danger. And you never know what these people can do. Now, granted, looking at this particular video, and I'm speaking in general for that particular statement, because on the video, he's much bigger than her. You see, and thing in body and versus her petite size and thing, but it just goes to show how the nation really thinks, and everyone just seems to have an opinion and wants to be the loudest one in the room, but yet still cannot necessarily provide an alternative. And I think another major thing as well is taking these people off the streets so they don't have to be interacting with the general public in this manner. That has to be the major thing. So I believe the outrage should kind of be pointed to the government, because remember when it was Kobe was what everybody was talking about, and the best performing minister, Dr. Christopher Tufton, came out and said that homeless people who got the vaccine, people who got the vaccine will get preferential treatment. So the homeless people that got the vaccine, what was their preferential treatment? You get what I said?
They could sleep on the bus stop as opposed to gully.
You get what I said? So there's so much more that can be done, and especially when these people are straight up just being a menace in society.
Like that woman, like she's definitely a menace to society.
See, my take, bro, is you see, first of all, the FLA. No, but before we get to the joke that is the FLA, from the first time I saw the video, for one, I saw nothing wrong with the actions of the man, because what he did what he was doing to protect himself, and he didn't cause harm to this person, right? Even though this person was backing him down, you know, to like, me just a picture myself in that scenario, because the man even though you know I hear what he say, him obviously talk to her, and I can assume say, yo, back up, stop, you see me? So if him did know, let's say him never pull him fireman, let's say him body slam her and kick her down, you see me? Then we would have looked on it and would have say, oh, him do this poor little lady that. Him pull him firearm, and through that de-escalated the situation in a way that no one got hurt. You see me? That is the first thing I'm looking at. Because people say, oh, him bigger than her and she can't do nothing.
Funny enough, see, as you made mention of pulling the firearm to de-escalate the issue. You realize that rational speaking did not impact her behavior. It was when he went to the extreme that it
comes. Here's the thing, I don't even find that as being extreme. The extreme that I would find is the minute you put your firearm, your pop off.
Yeah.
Actually, down the clip and reload.
Yeah.
Like, you see, as far as what I saw was the general progression of things. You see me? Me never see him reach the extreme. The general progression of things is if you're strapped and somebody back you down. If it's not a 3-year-old child where you know say, you know, is of no harm to you. You generally is of no harm to you, because this child could be a gunman. You see me? Yeah, but unless it's like somebody but get about someone of unsound mind, I also say just because this person's smaller than you, them can't do nothing. What? Even without knowing that she was threatening to throw acid on him, me look on it and me say, oh, if me strapping on that scenario there, that's exactly what me would have done.
Exactly what I did.
So now to talk about the FLA. The FLA dog is a joke. The FLA should be the LOL at this point. Like, them a joke, big joke. So them take where the man go. Alright, so them take where the man go, suspend him license, and put out a press release. Bro, so basically what them do is them take him gun, suspend him license, and tell the whole world, say, oh, that brother did strap, he must strap no more. You see me? So if he did what sit now for him, no is a chance. You see me? In an Iron Man culture. So that's the first thing with them. The second thing is this. Them say them suspend them license pending an investigation. What more you need to investigate than the video?
There is nothing more. It's like, but Jamaica is known for this. Jamaica justice system is known for this. You literally can have a video of a full-blown crime scene or crime, but yet still, oh, we cannot do anything because nobody comes forward. I have a video.
And then, well, you know, it's not just Jamaica. The way the justice system works is they can't do without a plaintiff. So if somebody not come forward for the name the plaintiff on the docket, them actually really can't do it.
Well, I think what would more match Javel's point was regarding extortion. So even if you see a man hand over money that is alleged to be extortion money, you don't really know if it's extortion money because you don't know where the money come from.
Yeah, but what I say is that what they would do is to look for pursue it in court to put this person behind bars, right? So that they must say if they can't build a case by you to get you off the streets, then actually can't do that without bringing it through the court system. To go through the court system, you're gonna need a plaintiff. Is it, man?
Yeah, man. Aware of that, I think what Javel was trying to say, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, when you talk about Jamaica is known for this, is that even when you seem to have everything you need to have, somehow the judicial system is like, no, that's not enough.
It's never enough.
Yeah, but if you go through like law and you check on like the level of where different evidence hold in a court of law, you realize that Jamaica is really that advanced to reach places where you have statistics and DNA, which would have been the highest form of evidence. They more depend like 90% on like eyewitness testimony, which is like one of the lowest bar for clear. You see me? So that. But it is like that. It needs some revamping. And but me want to get off track for the topic. Because I go in on the FLA. Them joke there. You see me? Them take what the man gone. Them say them at the investigation on video where it clear say him not do nothing wrong. Where man do wrong? The only thing what I think the FLA should have done was stand them ground. But as we know, them a joke. But a functioning organization should have come and say, well, based on the video, the member of the licensed firearm community did not result to any harm or whatever during the video, and say, oh, if there is evidence of such, then please bring it forward. That's all we think the FLA should have done.
And then from there, so if somebody brings something forward, then an investigation can be done.
Yeah, but one 30-second video. The man, 3 days the man wait for coming and bringing him license. I had tell me someone, you're gonna take time and put out one press release for set up pending investigation for one 30-second video.
And I think if no action, you see, the person who should have faced some form of punishment or whatever you want to call it, should have been that person who recorded the video. Because that person put the man in a great danger. You read out the man license plate, you put that on social media. No, you basically set up the man. The man is not a target.
But funny enough, regarding the recording thing, regarding the regarding thing for me is kind of, I don't really know where I stand on it per se, but I can say to me, the recording and the reading of the license plates come to me like you're trying to be a vigilante or a superhero. But just for this particular scenario, you know what I'm saying? Because when it really counts, I can almost put all of my money on set. This man will be nowhere to find when there's real acts of crime being committed.
I know, man. If him dead, he will probably dead, but he just not record.
He won't ever record and read out license plate of drive-by shooting. So it really coming from and you can hear it in the way he communicates throughout the video while he's recording. Like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, so and be crazy. So but I like the fact that recording take place. You get what I'm saying? I don't necessarily, it would be me saying that some recording is okay but some bad. But when I say, like, either keep the same energy or do it with a better level of judgment.
Yeah, when me think about the whole recording aspect, I don't think him never do nothing illegal either. He was irresponsible. But I wouldn't class it as illegal because at the end of the day, we do have freedom of expression. And with our information room in today day and age, you see me? You're kind of free to post whatever you want to post as long as the platform where you post it can accept them contents. You see me? So,
but something that you post can be very harmful.
Yes, that's what I said. Irresponsible.
Yeah, but that is what I'm saying, that you should have laws that help for basically stop things like that. Because
we have to go now
like
is
freedom of expression. Yeah, that's freedom of expression. No, that's not it. Because at the end of the day, as I said, something like that we can cause harm to somebody else. Whoever recording, take responsibility.
About the reading of the license plate.
Yeah, the reading of the license plate, not recording the whole thing, but putting the man in danger, because doing something like that is putting somebody else in danger. Because you don't know if that man have heart. Let's say that same man, have enemies out there who do know same have a license firearm, but they're not going to pull up on him certainly because they know that. Now that you put something like this out there, it cause the man losing firearm, you basically put the man in danger.
And FLA take away gun.
Yeah, and FLA take away gun.
No, FLA is the first release that they take away gun.
Exactly. So
right.
FLA, in my opinion, the FLA did more to put the man in danger than the actual person record.
But it started from him, because if it wasn't by him, FLA would take away gun.
Yeah, and if FLA did take away gun,
yeah, FLA could have taken away and don't say nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, they could have. You see me? They could have do that. But the thing is that they didn't. You get me? So at the end of the day, they told them put the man in a problem.
Yeah, I agree that the recording was irresponsible. And I don't really give him much credit for it, as I said, because I know that he doesn't keep the same energy throughout, and most Jamaicans are like that.
There's one more thing I want to say. So there's one more thing I want to say. You see, in regards to what just did us about most Jamaicans don't keep the same energy. It was a point when we did one on the whole thing with the taxi strike, where it shows a lot that people can come together for so much of the wrong things then, but almost 1,400 people dead since the year start, and we can't come together as a nation and say, yo, we tackle crime then. You see me? We can come together as a taxi organization and say, yo, we are gonna strike because we don't want to pay with ticket then. You see me?
Exactly.
So it's like the energy we have put so much energy in so much of the wrong things then. You see me? And it come back to the same thing we asked now with that person here, we witnessed crime already. But when it happen, he might forget a stories as he can tell people him not say, oh, let me see if we can turn in that video to the authorities to do something about the actual problem. No, you want to target one man where in perceived danger and just seek to de-escalate the situation. Which to me is no crime at all.
Man did absolutely nothing wrong. Nothing at all wrong. And you know the funny thing is that woman did actually cause some form of harm to the man that year when big and thick. I mean that woman did do something to it. You get me? Like
I have a rule, well, I have a general belief that the average Jamaican really not have that high level of critical thinking. The average Jamaican just what's a nice way to put it?
Stupid?
Yeah, sure. The average Jamaican just does, right? And then, so really, as we go through life, we have to understand, so we don't see these people and leave them and ignore them, because the loudest barrels in the room tend to be the emptiest ones. You know, so when them type up them Instagram posts and the comments and stuff like that, and we see people get into back and forth conversations. Well, what they need to do is do what Urban Preach does. Big up Urban Preach. The pin of shame. Just pin the stupidest comment at the top and don't say nothing. And just leave it. And everybody just know that, yeah. Yeah, man, completely crazy. But you know, this is where we live. And I think Jamaica problems not start and end a crime. Jamaica have a major societal problem. A major problem when it comes down to its people, it's the nation's people being able to think rationally and critically and having basic problem solving skills. And until we can get that part right, I don't think we're able to get anything else right. So you continue to see situations like this, you continue to see people making outlandish remarks and statements that stands in no logic at all. They're just spouting whatever it is, and as soon as the narrative changes, then just change them opinion, and that's just how it is. You just leave them alone. You just know that's where we exist right now as a culture. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. And any closing thoughts?
Just one. In regards to earlier when Javel just said, laws in place against posting or, so the thing is, you see the way how the law works is, the law will not be written in a way specific against or simply we have to write one two-page registration. We say don't publicize a person license plate number. The law have one tick something now we're gonna say okay hurtful comments, and then we know if we know decide as a people what is hurtful, and then that lead back to the conversation we had earlier about individual truths. Because what if just simply you posting like Jamal posting this me perceive that as hurt, you see me, or a hurtful act to me. That now I've left now Jamal liable now, for some simple things. These are the issue with some lawsuits we say happen overseas. We're like, why this even happen? You see me?
So disingenuous people
Yeah.
take advantage of the situation. I know the first set of people who gonna take advantage of it, the politicians.
Yeah. You see me? So, me say that for say, like, you see, when me feel that the best way would have be self-regulation, and, you know, it hard because we talk about Jamaicans, and that would have means, you know, would have to agree as a society to say, oh, this bad, and we just govern ourselves. You see me? But it have a hard, but I feel like me trust the people more than the government any day.
rough, man. Rough. But hopefully, the FLA can do the quote-unquote investigation and put the man at the right and give back the man in firearm as soon as possible.
Shane Darling, do the right thing, brother.
Yeah, man, do the right thing.
You can mean that.
It definitely look away. It look away. It now make it seems as if license firearm holders now have to think like not even twice but 5 times as much.
No, man,
to
you
really
have to-
see if
You have to wait
actually,
until you get shot first.
Yeah,
but
wait
not
until
when
you
you
get
foot, you
shot.
have to get shot in like your chest.
yeah, man.
For
Before
know
you
you're really gonna dead before you can shoot back.
And you have to make sure that the person still have face you. You have to shoot them in the back. After that, you have to get your license and take away.
yeah, understand. So, but at the end of the day,
A night.
a night. So,
You know, unicorn sales up.
you understand?
Ronaldo, do the right thing.
You know, let's dash it out and call it. Yeah.